What if there was an emotion so profound that it shaped an entire nation? And what if that same emotion is so complex that no English word can capture its essence? I'm talking about Han, the powerful emotion that serves as South Korea's metaphorical soul. Han is the emotion that explains how Korean art can feel so heavy, so beautiful, and so tragic all at the same time. It's the country's national emotion that influences everything from K-dramas to national identity. By the end of this video, you'll understand this complex feeling that millions of Koreans carry, and you'll start to see Korean culture in an entirely new light. So let's dive in. Han isn't merely anger, sorrow, or depression. It's a powerful combination of these feelings mixed with a relentless emotional resilience. A combination that makes Han uniquely Korean. Think of it as having three key components. First, it's a deep collective sorrow. It's more than just personal sadness. It's pain felt by an entire nation, shared across generations. Second, Han represents a sense of injustice. The feeling that historical suffering was unwarranted, unfair, and that it never should have happened in the first place. Third, Han is an unfulfilled longing, a suppressed emotion that can't be easily released or resolved. It simply sits there, ever looming. Think of Han like a pressure cooker. It's pain that has been building for a long time without a proper vent, thus creating intense, inescapable pressure internally. It's there, beneath the surface, shaping everything. So where does this pressure come from? To understand this powerful emotion, let's take a step back in time. Recall how collective sorrow is one of the core components of Han. It's the shared historical experience of Korean people that makes Han so powerful. Throughout history, Korea has faced invasion after invasion. They were colonized by Japan for over 3 decades. And in more recent history, the Korean War tore the peninsula and countless families apart. Siblings were separated, parents never saw their children again, and millions of Koreans became saddled with immense grief. This collective trauma created a collective emotion, an emotion that is uniquely Korean. But here's what's critical to understand. Han isn't about victimhood. It's about endurance and the ability to transform pain. Park Kyung-ni, often called the mother of Korean literature, said it beautifully. The meaning of Han is not limited to sadness or mournfulness. That may be parts of Han, but Han itself is deeper and more fundamental. Every living thing in the world possesses some degree of Han and lives to resolve it. That is why Han can also be a source of strength and a creative, life-steering energy. And that strength, that life-steering energy, it might just be the underlying secret to the massive rise of modern Korea. A rise that can't erase the pain of Korea's past, but has helped transform the country from a war-torn nation into an economic powerhouse. In the present day, Han represents a beautiful paradox. While its underlying suffering is painful, that suffering is often channeled into resilience, work ethic, and the pursuit of a better future. As proof, we need to look no further than the miracle on the Han River. This was a period of rapid economic growth following the Korean War, where South Korea evolved from a war-torn, impoverished nation into a technologically advanced economic powerhouse. And this evolution wasn't a matter of luck or coincidence. It was the result of an entire country uniting so they could transform pain into power. Yet, even with South Korea's recent rise, Han hasn't disappeared. In fact, the recent popularity of Korean art and culture means the impact of Han is starting to go global. If you've ever watched the K-drama and felt emotionally wrecked, That's Han. The emotional depth, the noble suffering, the catharsis. These stories tap into something profound because they're born from an emotion deeply rooted in Korean culture. And then there's K-pop. Even in the most upbeat songs, there's often an emotional intensity in the lyrics. And the devastating raw emotion you feel in ballads, that's the voice of Han. When it comes to cinema, films like Parasite or The Handmaiden beautifully highlight the essence of Han. The weight and the beautifully tragic complexity of these films sheds light on the inequality, injustice, and unfulfilled desires that all serve as expressions of Han. And if you want to hear Han in its purest form, listen to Pansori, traditional Korean music that's so raw and gut-wrenching that it's almost painful to listen to. This is why Korean art resonates globally and has seen a surge in popularity as of late. Even though Han is uniquely Korean, its raw emotional power taps into a set of feelings we can all relate to. We all carry pain we can't express. We've all experienced grief that feels as if it will never disappear. But, despite all the greatness the emergence of K-culture has brought to Korea, the country's newfound success also comes with immense forms of pressure. Competition in K-culture is fierce. Social expectations feel unbearable, and economic inequality is more profound than ever. In a way, this pressure has created a new, modern form of Han. So next time you watch a K-drama and you feel that inexplicable pull, that ache in your chest you can't quite name, you know that's Han giving you a small taste of what Koreans have felt for generations. Understanding Han is not just about understanding Korea. It's about the deep, complex emotions that make us human. It's not only the sorrow we carry, but the strength we find because we carry it. If this video gave you a new perspective, or maybe helped put the perspective you've already felt into words, please support our channel by liking and subscribing. Until next time, thanks for watching.